Hello there you guys, it's Miss Charlotte and welcome back to another video on this channel. We are back with a very exciting, much awaited, like I told you guys this was going to happen, alright? This is what happens when I get a new pack. But I am bringing you guys an eco lifestyle themed modern home speed build. So recently I got the eco lifestyle for the literal tiny amount of people I haven't told, which is really exciting because this pack has so much. I promise I'm not sponsored or anything, but the gameplay in itself is incredible and nothing like I've seen in The Sims before. And also the build buy mode is gorgeous and the creative sim. Honestly, for me, this pack has like an element of everything that I love in Sims 4 packs. And it's really weird because I actually wasn't really keen on this pack at all at first. When I heard of it, I thought it was really random. I don't know, I thought it just wasn't a pack for me. And then the more and more I got to know the pack and just sounds like we were on a date or something. Like, yeah, we got to know each other and then like I really started warming up. No, but the more I got to know the pack, the more I decided that I actually really liked it and it seemed like something that I would enjoy playing with, and so I luckily got it for myself. So I think with this pack there are two kind of types of builds you can do. The obvious container home where you make shipping containers into really cool homes, and oh my gosh, the ones people make are incredible. Like the concept I think is really cool. So you have these massive shipping containers and on the outside they look like shipping containers, like you can get all the siding and stuff in this pack, and also the like massive shipping container doors as well, which is so cool. Like it just adds to the realism look of like, oh, it's a shipping container and you go inside and it's like a completely renovated house. It's really cool, especially when people like stack them, they have like certain themes and the colors and stuff, and then gradually you can see bits that have been converted into a house, and oh my god, it's just such a really cool idea. I definitely want to have a go at them. I actually have never really made container homes before, so I don't really know much about them, so it'd be a bit of like trying out stuff and like based on things I've seen. But the other style, which is the one I'm doing today, is the more modern approach. So a lot of the interior pieces and the exterior like both build by. Some of the pieces are just very modern, like as you can see with these windows, just like very open and lets lots of light in, and it's also very eco-friendly, of course, since that's like one of the main purposes of the pack. So almost everything is kind of made of wood and has a positive green eco footprint, and then there's the other side, which is the industrial eco footprint, which is more assigned to the container home kind of builds. So I went with the very eco-friendly modern wooden build today, and I used some of these really cool windows that at first I didn't think I liked, but they are actually really cool. They definitely add a lot of dimension to the house and just kind of add a little something, so you can kind of get away with making a more boxy house, which I think I did kind of make in the end. What I wanted this home to be was for two Sims, because that's what I always like building for. I feel like it's a lot of what people start with when they play with The Sims. They make either a one or a two person household, and so this house is perfect for that. I wanted to make it quite open plan upstairs, as in like a whole kind of open platform where that's the whole bedroom, so it's a really large bedroom upstairs. I ended up using a ladder instead of stairs, and my boyfriend actually made a very valid point that it isn't very elderly friendly, but I imagine like a young couple may be living here, so they can hack the stairs. And to be honest, I think elders can use the stairs anyway. Also, one thing I was thinking, I haven't actually play tested it, but with ladders, babies obviously can't use them. Like surely Sims don't go up and down ladders with the babies in their arms, or even toddlers for that matter. Like no way toddlers can use ladders, right? So if you're like carrying a toddler, let's say their bed is upstairs and their high chair is downstairs, like are Sims able to like carry the toddler and climb down the ladder? Like I could solve this problem by literally playtesting it, which I will, but I don't know, it just came to mind. I'm really curious what they're going to do with that. I'm speaking like they haven't brought ladders out. Like Charlotte, just play the game. Problems in The Sims. I'm concerned for the health and safety of our toddlers. So yeah, basically I just wanted to start off by adding all the windows in. I tried to make it look modern by just kind of having lots of different boxes. I don't know why, that's my modern style of build. And it did the slanted roofs that I like doing on my modern builds. These roofs are actually really cool because they contribute to solar power. So you actually get like solar energy and solar power from just the roof, which is pretty damn cool. I then used some of the really cool wall pieces that they've put in. There's loads of different new wall decorations that there are. Lots of them are like wood related or plant related, which is just straight up my street. So I used some of those, which was fun. I really like these wooden slats. I really enjoy when The Sims kind of brings in new exterior pieces. Things like these wooden slats just really work well as kind of filling up spaces where you don't want to put windows, because normally when I have space where I haven't put windows like on the outside of the house, because obviously you can't put windows at like every inch of the house, although believe me, I do try sometimes. I don't know what to fill the space with. Often I use ivy and kind of plants that grow up the house. I don't know, it doesn't always work for every style of house that I'm trying to achieve. So I definitely think the things like the wooden slats definitely work very well. But here, just moving on to the garden, this bamboo fencing was absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It has loads of lovely swatches. I wish there was a slightly shorter one, but I guess the point of it is like really tall bamboo fencing, which worked for what I was trying to do. And you actually can get like 2 other ones that are like much taller, so it's kind of crazy. I also wanted to make a kind of outdoor gazebo thing. I don't really know what to call it. In my head, it's kind of like a shed, but outdoors. I wanted it to be a little workshop-y area with some decorational pieces and kind of the stuff you need to make things in this pack. So the fabricator I put there, and also I put a candle maker. But alternatively, if you wanted to play with this, you could put a recycler there, a juice fizzer. You could make it a little bit bigger so you could fit that stuff, but I just thought I'd put like 2 basics of what you would kind of maybe want in this house, because a lot of the furniture was fabricated. So I guess the idea is that you fabricated some stuff, or the person that lived here previously fabricated some stuff for the house. I ended up kind of expanding the house in the end, as you can see, because I realized that I wanted a larger dining room and a kind of way to lead into the garden, because the way I had kind of floor planned it, there wasn't a nice spot for the nice massive sliding doors that come with Eco Lifestyle, which are absolutely beautiful. I love sliding doors, like massive glass ones. I probably should have put curtains over it, but I don't even know if I did curtains in the end actually in this house. Sometimes I feel like curtains ruin it for me, like the aesthetics of houses. In The Sims anyway, so I don't think I included them. But having like massive sliding glass doors in your house with massive curtains on either side, oh, I love it. It's such a cool idea. So I kind of expanded the house in that way, which definitely was a good shout, because it made room for this beautiful large dining room that you'll see me make later, which is nice because you have a beautiful open view of the garden, and I think it's really, really cute. Also, as you can see, I made sure to add some dew collectors. There are some solar panels on the roof as well, so this functions off the grid. For any of you who don't know, who a lot of you may know anyway, off the grid is basically when you live without electricity. So normally you would have to use objects that don't use electricity, and there's certain like plumbing objects and electronics that work off the grid, but Eco Lifestyle allows you to make your own power. So I made sure this was kind of like a self-sustainable house, because the theme was very like eco-friendly, because it was very Eco Lifestyle themed. Although I'm saying this is Eco Lifestyle themed, I do have a feeling I used maybe 1 or 2 other packs. I know I definitely used Get Famous, I think, because later on you'll see me do a little kind of glass fencing thing to kind of make a little flower box around the bamboo trees that I placed down in the garden. But mostly this is Eco Lifestyle and base game. I think you definitely could get away with only having those 2 packs and downloading this house, I think, and it wouldn't get rid of too much. But now we are moving on to the interior a little bit. So I started off with the bathroom. The Eco Lifestyle bathroom stuff is very, very interesting. It feels very like steampunky to me for some reason, but I guess it's quite modern. The only thing I don't really like is the toilet. It looks a bit like police station-esque, kind of prison toilet to me. I don't know why. But I tried to make it work. I made it like a bluish bathroom, and I think it ended up looking kind of nice. And also massive mirror behind the bath, because I mean, who doesn't want to stare in the mirror when you're sitting in the bath? Not the most practical maybe, but like I think it's a really cute idea, and I feel like in fancy houses you have massive mirrors in your bathroom. So I was like, why not? So just to warn you, there are a few cuts in this edit, just because there was a lot of times I was just kind of going back and adding lots of clutter and bits and bobs that didn't necessarily needed to be included, but you will see in the final screenshot. But at the moment we're just working on the living room here. I really like the living room pieces. I feel like this, for every room I'm just going to be like, oh my god, I really love this part of Eco Lifestyle. But it's true, like all of the furniture is so nice. Like the wooden swatches are absolutely beautiful. I think it's because I just love wood so much in Sims houses. I really like making everything wooden and really nice. Normally I go for darks, but this light wood that was consistently is like swatches for almost all the furniture was so nice. I ended up making a really lovely grand dining room, which I think is a bit excessive because obviously this is just a 2-person household. But I guess you could renovate it so you can get like another bedroom here on the, well, there's not room. You could expand upwards or like divide the main bedroom upstairs. But I think it would be nice, like kind of a young couple lives here, and when their extended family comes over, you have a lovely large dining room and a beautiful garden. I also think this would be a really nice house to have a pet in. Like, oh my god, you could fit a fish tank in here maybe, and loads of stuff for dogs. There's definitely a garden for it. It's really, really cool. Even for cats, because like a high fence, cats can like get over any fence ever, but like in theory, like it's kind of good for a cat, like tall fences. So I also added little areas like this with a little side table, which I thought I'd put like a little alcohol tray on, which is so cute. I mean, a juice tray, of course, because in The Sims we don't have alcohol, we have juice. So I thought it was kind of like a cute little side area where you'd like grab a glass or something. You know, kind of like a little alcohol tray thing. I don't know how to explain it, but in my head it makes sense. Also, I did a similar side table in the entranceway, which is kind of like an indoor porchy area that I kind of made, which I think was really nice. Normally I just do a straight entrance into the house, but I thought it'd be nice to kind of join it with a cool chunky arch. So you have a little porch and then you have the main bit of the house. Then I just kind of went around and added some cool lighting bits and bobs. There are also some really nice lighting pieces in this pack. What I was looking for actually that I can't find, so it's in a pack that I don't have, I think, but there's like a single light bulb that they have in The Sims and I just don't know where it is, but I think it would be really cool for like bathrooms and like cool eco-friendly kind of houses like this. Like maybe you just have like a really plain energy saving light bulb or something like that. Next I wanted to move onto the kitchen. It was quite a small kitchen actually in relation to the other rooms in the house, but I think it was quite nice. It's just like a little nook in the side of the house. I really like these long windows because they are perfect for putting overhead cabinets, so I made sure to put lots of cabinets in so it fit nicely. Also, this thing I've been doing recently is a little bit glitchy, but to center cookers in non-symmetrical even rooms, if that makes sense. So if I wanted to center the stove to the window, I put like little small siding cabinets on either side, and these ones are rounded, so it looked actually really cool. I like this kitchen. It looked a little bit more high-tech and not very similar to some of the other aspects of the house, just because it was like grey and all the rest of it's like a light wood. But I guess it's nice to kind of break it up and put different colours in the house. Also loads of bits for clutter, just putting loads of different bits and bobs to furnish here and there just to make it look a little bit more homey. Also, I put like a little runner rug in the kitchen, which I thought was cool. I don't know, I'm starting to do things more that I see from other builders that I've just picked up on, I guess, like putting a little bath mat under the bath, like where you step out, because it's a little bit more realistic rather than just putting a massive rug in the bathroom. It ends up looking really nice, I think. I'm just trying to do like more experimental things, which I say every time in every speed build, like I'm trying to be experimental. But an attempt is there, alright? We're trying. I definitely try to use the more adventurous new eco lifestyle stuff as well. Like there was some really cool overhead roofing thing, but then it didn't really work for me. But now moving on to the bedroom, which was definitely like one of my favorite bits of the house. It's so large and open plan and beautiful. I ended up turning on debug to access all the fabricated items, and there is this one dye that is kind of like floral, but kind of looks, it's kind of watercolory, I guess, but it looks like roses and it looks very floral. I really liked it, so I kind of got all the fabricated things for a bedroom and kind of a living space in that theme and made the bedroom centralized around it, and I think it was really nice. So the fabricated stuff you're only meant to make if you're playing it in game, but if you access debug you can just use it in build buy mode. And then separately from the fabricated stuff, there's stuff that automatically comes in the eco lifestyle build buy mode, and I think I widely prefer the fabricated things. It just adds a touch of something, like it adds color, but with dyes like this it adds a lot of patterns, and I think it ends up looking really, really nice. I also made sure to put loads of plants everywhere, which totally actually works for this theme, because like eco-friendly living, you're going to want to have lots of plants everywhere. It's good for the environment and all that good conservation kind of stuff. And for the people who know me very well, you know that that is just right up my street, because I am a plant fiend. But that is pretty much it. I cut a little bit more out, I'm sorry, but as I said previously, I was just running around and adding little furnishings here and there. But that is pretty much the build. I hope you did like it. I really enjoyed making this house. It's probably one of my favorites I've done. It's almost like a different style of modern house that I normally go for, so I really liked it. But if you did like the video, do give it a thumbs up and let me know what other videos you would like to see on this channel. Also, do feel free to subscribe to stay tuned for videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Check out the description for my Twitter and my Twitch links, and that is pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!